Kaiju no Kami here. We just got done watching the death battle between Raven and Twilight Sparkle, and
we can tell Silver Quill's reaction by a star has fallen.
It's non-canon, it just is a theoretical fight.
Kaiju no Kami.
no,
Not gonna happen.
Raven should have actually won that fight in 5 seconds.
Besides, Pony Pancake.
We got fanboy here. I mean, you think I'm gonna overreact to this? Look at this.
There was no contest. Why did they even have that?
Says the guy who said during the video, wait, they don't all have wings? That's how much you know about this show.
Yeah, but I watched the show. I'm like, I first saw this announced. I'm like, yeah, Raven's gonna clean the floor.
See, you know who would have been the best against Raven that could have stood a chance, even though they're not technically powerful? My ultimate favorite character from My
Yeah, they
Little
did that with Deadpool and then they broke the system.
Pinkie Pie just breaks all physics.
Oh.
Yeah,
She's basically the My Little Pony version of Deadpool.
yeah, but we already had Deadpool and Pinkie Pie, and that was
Which
just
I
a
have to
dinner.
watch.
That was just a dinner
It was fun.
banquet.
Nope.
Well,
nope,
I can spoil this much for you. My Little Pony has enjoyed a win, a tie, and a loss. So, and I
Rainbow
think that's
Dash.
about it. Rainbow
Pinkie
Dash
Dash.
beat Starscream.
Deadpool.
Really?
Yeah.
Sonic Rainboom trumps Null Ray.
And this one was...
Oh, Starscream!
Oh, now who's crying? Now who's crying?
Oh well. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Oh, get in on the hug.
So okay. Did anyone else find? I understand why they did the pixelated animation style, but I found it distracting rather than.
I thought Raven was a little too pixelated.
Budgets.
Well, Twilight's the easier to draw because of the Flash style animation and simplified lines.
It depends on which...
But they
character.
do use Mugen when they're doing this, and that's what Mugen looks like.
That sounds like a martial arts style.
It's
It's a fan-made fighting game is what they're using with Mugen.
But yeah, I know. Okay, I know what that is now. But yeah, I didn't like the art style for Raven because it just, I don't know, it felt like she was too pixelated. I couldn't really see her movesets and what she was doing.
Now, I will say Raven talked a lot during the fight.
Yeah, I
She
was
did,
pretty surprised.
Which I've seen Black Panther versus Batman, and again, the yakety yak won.
That was difficult because Batman won one and then lost one and then lost
Well,
Well, and Raven, admittedly, my favorite version of Raven, probably the one I know so well,
The anime series?
is the animated series
Yeah,
for
most
Teen
people
Titans.
go with that one.
Not Teen Titans Go,
No.
though it was a nice nod that when she was accidentally teleported in, she was playing with little ponies.
Which is a
Yes.
Titans Go reference,
you
apparently.
saw nothing.
I will admit, though, my experience watching Teen Titans Go, my one and only really experience watching Teen Titans Go, was when this band was in the hospital.
Getting my appendix out.
And I think both of us were wondering, while he's sitting in a hospital bed, and I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is this?
I just think, can I go under the knife now?
I think I have enough anesthesia.
I'm already
For
numb to world.
for the pony expert, why did Twilight Sparkle suddenly turn gray?
Okay, Raven attacks emotions. When ponies are overcome with
They lose
despair,
their pastel colors.
distraught, negativity, they become grayscale.
Ah.
So Raven had already weakened Twilight severely by attacking her emotions. As big of a pony fan as I am, and even though Twilight does have an immense number of spells, Raven is offspring of a demon trained in countless battles. Twilight often has a group support and magical elements or items to
And friends to always assist.
and a sister. So in a one-on-one fight, she is at a severe disadvantage.
And especially going up against somebody whose father is a demon, and she's had to fight him off countless times without the help of her friends.
I will say, though, listening to Screw Attack's description of Twilight, of like all of her abilities, what she's come across, actually was very interesting because, admittedly, unlike this gentleman or this one, I have not watched every episode of Friendship is Magic.
We can work on that.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, so What's
And
your
the
excuse?
new season is not
I
out
have
yet.
too many things to watch. But
You have
it's
too many distractions.
yes.
Go the one way.
But I will admit, having them explain her progression, from people's comments, mainly yours, it seemed like her progression actually happened more rapidly than how they were explaining it.
Oh yeah.
So it diminished her abilities because she just became almost like a Mary Sue.
That accusation has been thrown about.
She has turned into a Mary Sue
But
over the
She's
years.
Daigo and Lucky.
Oh dear. See?
No.
This is funny. We're talking about Pato Ranger and Lupin Ranger and we get into One Piece. Now we're talking about My Little Pony and we get into Sentai.
Yeah.
Gary
Focus, people!
But I will admit, the way they explain all of her powers and things like that, I was like, wow, she is actually impressive. But I imagine and that's from seeing it outside of it, but if I was watching it each week, I'd probably be just as frustrated or pissed off as other fans potentially because it feels like it diminishes her growth because she's having a lot handed to her.
Well, she's not the main focus anymore currently because it's more about her student.
Oh no. Oh, David, don't open that can of worms.
I'll always open up a can of worms if I have
Oh,
to,
man.
Timothy. That's
That-
kind of
this-
my deal.
Yeah, but this is like a can of sandworms or death worms, whatever fictional worm you want.
That seems to be the case in life.
And at least it's not spice worms.
Oh, it could be.
Those
But I
are,
will say, even though I'm not like the biggest My Little Pony fan in the world, I actually am a canon character in the
Pony Finder?
Pony Finder game.
Yes, but that's not canon to the show.
No, not canon to the show, but canon to the game.
And it's a wonderful game.
it's a tabletop one. Okay,
Guess
moving on.
what?
So Krillic
The only thing that matters
Haha.
is what's actually on the show.
Oh, harsh.
Enemies.
Oh,
Harsh.
Pony Finder is important. It's like D&D.
It's Pathfinder with ponies.
But let's see. Just trying to think of anything else in the. Okay, I gotta ask. Has anyone ever called out the calculations used in Death
Yes,
Battle?
that's actually.
Yes, they actually have called them out, and they actually show the equations
Can
that
you
they
guess
use.
which one is the most one that is asked for that one? I could tell you that one.
But my concern is...
The Goku Superman fights.
is
Twice.
I thought the same
and I'm
thing.
going
I'm
on
like,
the third time now because of
are
Ultra
they
Instinct.
rocket science
You know
scientists
that's
or
gonna
something?
be
Because those calculations are not
Ooh,
made.
why don't you ask your guy at work about those calculations? See what he can say.
I can't just go up to the rocket scientists. They need to focus on space. But anyways, my concern really is the fact of these equations are extremely challenging.
Well,
And not a layperson is going to understand what joules or newtons or
Well,
things like that.
the one guy, which when we were at Akon, I was talking to him, the one that plays Wiz, he has a background in nuclear physics.
And he's stuck to doing
He's
it.
doing online videos for Screw Attack.
That must hurt the soul.
just shows your career path can take you in places unexpected, but not invalid.
But yeah, these numbers they always come up with. I'm like, yeah, okay, you're stretching it a bit.
Well, yeah, the Superman versus Goku one, I thought.
It came up twice.
Oh,
and it's
oh,
still-
no, they're not doing the third one.
Let's not get started on that because people are complaining just because they think Goku would win. When if Superman went all out, he would kick Goku's ass.
I cannot fact check them on their equations.
No, there's no way.
But I can say the DC universe is the realm of gods becoming men, or
Wait,
what have you.
You mean we can't ask Raven and Twilight Sparkle to actually
That'd be fun.
show them themselves to fact check that?
That'd be something. Hey, if you can manage that, let me know.
That'd be like Geralt or Rivia walking into a portal to our apartment right now.
Yeah,
Are
they.
you really going to start pouting?
He wants to go to DC land and tell them to not make movies.
But no, say guys, what's your secret to calling in death?
So, hi, I'm gonna be dead for the next 2 weeks. Can you hold my calls? Thanks, bye.
Anyway, the other thing that was weird though is they didn't even bother using all of Raven's powers in this.
And they rushed in some of them.
Well, actually, they didn't use all of Twilight's either.
Oh, okay.
So, believe me, both had a very extensive library. They did not specify the one it needed spell, which was a very critical
I was curious
spell.
about that.
Basically, it's a spell Twilight casts on an object. Let's say you cast that on that glass.
Mm-hmm.
You would all be clawing each other's eyes out, wanting to have
Yeah,
that
it
glass
was one
for
of
your
our
own.
funnier episodes.
That's one it needed. You would need it more than.
But that
life.
could have been a great tool against Raven
Which you
because that
The
with
rock.
the rock.
With the
Okay.
rock. And it was pretty impressive that she could turn Raven into a plant without having to make her smoke it. That would only work here in Colorado and California.
And Washington.
And Washington. Ever expanding. But when there was no illusions, Twilight was up against a much mightier magician or sorceress, whatever term you want. Actually,
Should be a demigod.
Raven is kind of modeled after the Sorceress of Grayskull when you think about it.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
I never thought
you
about
got
that.
a
No,
point
she
there.
came out before.
Raven came up
Yeah.
before the Sorceress.
Yeah.
Raven was 1980.
Who's first, chicken or the egg? But when the sorceress...
Well, technically the egg, because the dinosaur laid the egg that became the chicken.
Weird.
That's only if you accept evolution.
Because we have a
See,
But,
well, there,
yeah,
that's where you
Raven-
get to the heart of it.
Raven came out in 1980. He-Man was 1982.
2 years!
Well,
Who knows, honey, who knows how long the sorceress has been...
a lot of
Okay.
people ripped
out
off
there.
DC first.
well, let's
A lot
just
of
say
people
there's a
ripped
bird cowl, big robe that kind of looks like wings, bare legs often, and jaded history. I am viewing He-Man in such a different light right now.
Hey!
Are you geared for the live action that's coming?
With John Cena.
I'm sorry, nothing can
No.
beat the original.
We're not talking about this. We're talking about Raven
Dolph Lundgren.
kicking the pony's ass.
Which was
He gave
guaranteed.
everybody's ass, and yet she although I have not watched the extended commentary, but they say that they edited it in such a way Twilight could still be alive, just incapacitated, because you don't want a bunch of little kids saying, "They killed Twilight!"
And they come back in 1 minute melee. We've been over this. That's what 1 minute is. It's where the
But-
But then it's not Death Battle if the loser doesn't die.
Well, hang on. They again, Pinky and Deadpool. Nobody died.
Chuck
literally.
Norris didn't die in his either. We don't know.
Chuck Norris and Segata Sanjuro. They
Are in a black hole, probably still fighting.
Yep, forever.
forever and ever.
Stop eating my snacks! Just because I can't eat them doesn't mean you can.
Focus. So, what were your overall thoughts of this Death Battle?
Went where I was expecting.
I had fun with it. And I can't.
Without really only knowing the TV version of Raven, I kind of figured they may be closer to evenly matched. I wasn't entirely sure, but this really, their descriptions really showed that Raven is
Leagues ahead.
holy hella crazier than I thought.
Well, I mean, we all knew one thing going into this. Given the voice actress for both characters, only the strong survive.
Oh my
Ah!
Yeah, that was gonna come. That was definitely.
You're tearing me apart! Don't! Oh, I thought you had put down my laptop!
I'm barely gonna make out of this alive.
Let it be known, this is the last video Silverquill will ever appear in ever again.
That'll be better next
He's
week.
got a review coming.
But then, like everything else, he'll be back next week because death is over.
Yeah, I follow DC rules. Death is an inconvenience.
No, Death doesn't want you. She doesn't even want Thanos, so.
She just wants Deadpool.
And
Yeah.
he's technically married now.
So, Krelika, reaction to the next one?
I know, I was about to say if anybody would like, we can react to the next one because I'm so beyond excited as a fangirl of this particular show.
You're a fan of one, I'm a fan of both. I know both of those.
I know both of them, but I prefer JoJo's Bizarre Adventure
You prefer Clint
Fist of
Eastwood.
the North
that is
Star.
the one.
at versus Fist of the North
No,
Star.
we are not turning this into a regular thing.
But-
This was one person
No.
asking to do a reaction of this, and I granted it for him because I felt like
Yes,
being
but
nice.
you don't have to be involved.
Exactly.
If you donate some money.
With that said, until next time.
People, post in comments if you'd like to see more.